Good evening. Welcome to week 9 of MWEC. I'm Rock. Aaron.
And I am Aaron Yodroid Yoder.
And we're here bringing you Ohio State versus UIC.
It should be a really fantastic set of games. I'm really looking forward to seeing BS2 play this one and see how UIC decides to answer the heavy hand that is OSU. They've been really dominant in the Midwest Conference.
Oh yeah.
So this is going to be really exciting. It's always really cool to see how some teams decide to answer to powerhouses. So I also, by the way, dare to defy on this awesome Nivea. Gets me really stoked.
Oh boy, Anivia is so strong right now. I really am kind of sick of seeing her already.
Yeah. Oh yeah, same here. I mean, so we are on patch 8.5 right now, so it is the era of tiers. So I mean, with Anivia being able to pick up that lost chapter and tier, will really use you grab the tier first and you go into your lost chapter. Like that combination with the amount of ability power available from the lost chapter is so brutal. And it's just like it's perfect for Anivia right now. Like this is the perfect storm for Anivia players.
I think the thing I was talking about back in SEC was that you have a 3-item power spike, especially for Rising Cassiopeia, that consists of your tier, your Rod of Ages, or your Abyssal Mask, and your Morellonomicon, and that entire thing got crunched down into 2 items. You're getting the same stats, you're getting the same utility. That's going to be super useful, super helpful for anyone who makes use of tier, and everyone else has to buy tier, otherwise they're less of a champion for it. It's incredible.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, it's either you start off crying yourself, and then you make the other team cry. That was a tier joke. Terrible, but I made it. I'm proud of myself, so it's alright.
That's what matters.
Hey, if you say a joke, you gotta commit.
Alright.
So, yeah, actually, I'm kind of interested to see how this bot lane goes, where we have, whereas Osama playing Caitlyn and Teddy Eddie with the Lulu, I'm really excited about that because of the amount of poke potential that comes from picking a Caitlyn, especially into somebody like an Ezreal who is supposed to be the one jumping in your face and doing the poking.
I mean, I think
it kind of flips it a little bit.
I think the big thing for me is that from the games that I watched, and keep in mind, I did not spend a lot of time in MWEC. I saw that Osama and Teddy were probably the most aggressive bot lane, and they are the ones that were always picking up the kills. So that's going to be a fun lane to watch regardless. I still have eyes on mid though, because you know the Anivia combo. I want to see that. I want to see something exciting. I want to see like a mid laner carry in these games besides a bot lane, because so far I've seen junglers carry and I've seen the bot lane carry, but I've yet to see a mid laner who really does work.
Right. And it's kind of funny, especially in these in this particular meta where you do have some really strong mid laners, right? So the Rise, once he gets that 3-item spike that you were talking about, can really turn a battle, especially, or like a Cassiopeia, right? I'm not entirely sure how much Cassiopeia has really been getting played in our conferences, at least. But I hope that somebody at some point decides to pick her up because of the amount of potential there.
I haven't seen her at all in my ranked games because I'm smart enough to keep her on permaban.
And that may have been what happened here. We did not get a chance to see the pick ban, but we are seeing at least maybe the fruits of that. So that could be actually why we are not seeing a Cassiopeia played this game.
I was in all their games banning Cassiopeia so they couldn't practice. I made sure to snipe them every time they queued up.
Jeez. See, that is brutal. Come on, these guys are just trying to get some practice in, and you're just screwing them up. Rude. Also, if we can just touch on what I Love Thighs is doing here with the Kayn, I don't really like the pathing that he's choosing and how it's not really trying to cut McDougal off at all. I really hope he's able to start jumping over into blue side jungle and start wreaking a little bit of havoc, because that's, I think, the only way he's going to make a difference.
I mean, I think the big thing is that what was it? He's not doing it so much in top lane because his Gnar does not have priority against this Gangplank right now. Gangplank is been pushing him in, and so he can't really commit to the blue side because Gangplank will be there first.
Right. It does make sense.
If you talk about bot lane though, he should be spending a lot of time bot lane. Lulu and Caitlyn can pick up kills very easily. Might have a little difficulty against a Janna for very obvious reasons. But you know, by being there, it's
a pre-6 Janna right now. So like this would be a prime time to be able to get some traction down.
Oh yeah. I mean, at the same hand though, like having them there means that he can easily farm, and his team will probably be there first, which is what he wants.
Yeah, exactly. And plus, I mean, Kane is looking for those red buff steals. So yeah, there's really no reason for him to try to, or for him to not try to get down there. Blue side ping's coming out on the top side. Looks like it is just Arun telling McDougal, hey, there's a ward here. To be a little cautious. But it does look like McDougal might be going for something here. Daredevil 5 will going to the roof. Oh yeah, there we go. Flash coming out of Tadungi. Thank you. Tadungi? Okay, great. Yeah, no, Flash coming out of Tadungi and also from McDougal. So Daredevil going fairly low there, but they won't end up picking up a kill. That Flash is worth something on its own though. Meanwhile, in the jungle, we do have I Love Thighs kind of trying to feel out where exactly McDougal went. Spots him out in the blue side. Blue jungle.
Anivia's passive got popped, so he's just like, hey, now I can finally counter jungle. I can finally like fight the Sejuani. So good on him for that. He's looking for the opportunities, and that's what's really going to be important when trying to find things to counter jungle.
Yeah, really being proactive, even if it doesn't necessarily pay off, is still worth something. Ooh, Arun, you gotta eat some citrus, get himself out of that. Oh, there we go. There's the citrus. Gets himself out of the stun. The flash forward from ZN Delta will get him to safety. Teleport coming through for Tadungi. Thank you. From Tadungi will end up warding off a little bit of the aggression that could have come through, but that is a 2 summoners down for for red side.
You have a little difficulty with the pronunciations?
A little bit. There's a lot of vowels going on, so I'm just trying to make this as simple for myself as possible. All right, it looks like Tadungi is still looking for a little bit more action there. We'll end up getting chunked a little bit. ZN Delta as well, taking a little bit of damage on the top side. A lot of back and forth going on up there. Ooh, there is the ultimate for McDougal. All right, and Tadungi will end up going down there. Finally, yeah, there you go. Dare to Defy picking up that kill for OSU. Not too shabby, and also I liked really McDougal taking advantage of the no flash in the mid.
I mean, the big thing is you got Ryze, who's a champion who operates by having to push, and Anivia, who counter short-range champions by her ability to use her wall as well as her ultimate. That's not a good combo for Ryze, especially when he's half health. That's asking for ganks to come in.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of ganks, we've got Arun.
Speaking of ganks,
in a little bit of trouble. I Love Thighs really going in. There's the ultimate coming out. Arun now is chasing down ZN Delta. Will end up picking up a kill for himself. However, the kill is returned from I Love Thighs, picking up that kill into Arun.
Yeah, there's... I want to say there was no reason for him to have to die there, but that really was a risky one, right? GP got real close to getting out.
Yeah, he could have probably backed off. He wouldn't have picked up that kill into ZN Delta, but he would have at least been safe and not handed over any gold. Yeah. Not going to say it wasn't completely worth, because it does give him a little bit in that top side, but he's still handing over a little bit of gold.
And at the same time, Gangplank's just one of those champions that scales better. That's not what you want to... That's not what you want to do. When you're
exactly.
When you're against a scaling champion, you don't want to trade unless you have a better power spike earlier on.
Right, exactly. And honestly, Gnar just does not have that available. Ooh. Teddy Eddie going fairly low there with all the poke trading back and forth here on the bot side. Also, if we take a look at the vision that's being established right now, there's a lot of neutral vision for UIC.
I think the big thing is they really don't want them to, I guess, play up in their jungle. They want to make sure that they're not like taking. I mean, you got the top ward right there that's going to help against Aleph Thighs coming in and ganking, of course. But a lot of the other entrances are mostly to avoid counter jungling.
Yeah, exactly. And that's probably why that's mostly why that's so important. I think that Aleph Thighs is recognizing, a little bit of action going in here in the mid lane. McDougal coming out with the Sejuani ultimate, the flash over the wall to Dungi will end up getting
well
into a
played.
It's pretty good.
It's an important thing right there. You got to make sure that you know when all the CC is out. You know, that was real good on him.
I don't necessarily know if McDougal knew that the flash was up again or up just yet, because they were fairly close together.
Okay, here's the thing. For McDougal, getting the flash was worth it. But at the same time, you have to commend Dungi for being able to play that really calm, really level-headed. That was
being able to think, all right, flash over the wall, ultimate out. Yeah, I completely agree.
Burn all the CC, then get out scot-free.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
Early Janna ult.
Bacon Seeker. Yep. Bacon Seeker throwing out that Janna ult, just trying to heal up his ADC, maybe?
I think that was a misfire.
Yeah, I think it was.
I honestly think he just accidentally. I think he honestly just mispressed the button.
I think so too. Arun getting himself a little bit of trouble here. Pushed up so far. Zia and Delta now looking for a little bit. Aleph Thighs uses the ultimate to get in there, and that will be a dead Arun in the top lane. Aleph Thighs picking up yet another kill up there for his team.
At this point, I think Arun should really be focusing on getting a free setup on his side. Anytime that Delta comes and tries to pressure it, he can just retaliate and hurt him.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think he needs to be staying up anymore because Aleph Thighs has proven that, hey, I will gank you and I will kill you repeatedly. And he needs to be careful of that.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh, Aleph Thighs getting very low. The flash over the wall from McDougal will seal the fate of Aleph Thighs. As he goes down as well. Arun teleporting in from the top lane, trying to help out his mid laner here. Dare to defy, throwing out a Q, a little bit of a zoning Q there, trying to get a little bit of space for him and the rest of OSU.
He's not there to help. He's there to tax the mid laner for getting into a bad fight.
Listen, you made a mistake. This is what you get.
You deserve this.
Oh man, yeah, gonna clean up the wave a little bit with Parlay. Yeah, I'm not sure if that teleport was necessarily worth it. I don't know how much communication was there between Arun and Dare to Defy and McDougal.
I mean, Sedge was out of her cooldown. She was out of her summoner spells. They probably would have lost the 2v2 there, and so he was like, you know, I had to TP it. That's a good thing.
Just apply a little bit of more pressure.
I've just been playing a couple solo queue games with junglers who come in my lane to attack, so you know, got a little salt in me.
It's those darn freeloading junglers. They think they can just come in your lane. All right. Oh, hey, if we want to take a look at the gold differentials right now. No time yet. Zia and Delta going a little bit heavy onto Arun. There's the Gnar ult backwards. Arun going fairly low, but Zia and Delta does not want to let this go. Taking the turret shot. Doesn't end up taking out Arun, though. Busted the flash and everything, too.
McDougal coming mid again.
McDougal is just sitting on top of this Rise right now.
He knows he can just keep taking these summoner spells from him or get kills.
Not able to clinch that one just yet. Well, he didn't have the Glacial Prison up just yet. Bacon Seeker looking for a little bit of help down here. Ultimate not available, or not used there just yet, but they will pick up like a kill onto Tidungi.
They do get the return kill. But because Janna showed there's a good chance that they can take bottom tower now.
They're going to try. They may be able to. Mid lane is definitely taking a beating, though.
I think I spoke too soon. I think I spoke too soon. There's a good chance for mid to get it first. Oh!
Oh boy, wait. And that was I was watching the bot lane.
OSU
Okay.
gets the first turret. All right.
And a kill on I Love Thighs.
Oh,
So, worth.
it's
Definitely worth.
moments like those.
It feels really bad to be I Love Thighs in that situation. Ooh, Arun taking a little bit more damage than he wants to in the top lane. But yeah, no, it's bad. It feels bad to be the jungler in that situation, where you were just trying to help your laner's turret, but you end up dying to an Anivia and a Janna.
Yeah, he needed to be able. Okay, don't get me wrong. When you say Anivia, you say make it sound like a bad thing, but Anivia is actually quite scary, especially as a mid laner.
It's an early game Anivia, is what I'm saying.
I don't know. She's got a Roa right now. She's got the Lost Chapter for her tiers.
2-stack Roa.
I don't know, man. Champ can
I'll give you this
100-0 early on. Either way, I feel like he should have known. I feel like he should have waited to have his kit up. He should have been just ready for this sort of thing to happen. But you know, there's still ways to do that and stall for like a second. And I think because he really just underestimated it, his team ended up not getting that first tower blood.
Yeah, I'll definitely give you that, especially when, and I was giving the Anivia a little bit of crap, but I mean, with the amount of zone potential there underneath the tower, like it's pretty easy, and the amount of burst potential that Anivia has, even with only a 2-stack Roa, there's still a lot of burst potential there, and so they weren't really respecting that portion of Anivia's all that much. Oh wow, alright, Glacial Prison's gonna go ahead and land on Teddy Eddy, but he will pop the Lulu ult and get himself out. Where's Osama now left to defend this tower all by himself? Meanwhile, on the bot side, we did have a Dragon take. That is a nice Boot Drake picked up for UIC. Alright, and then here on the top side, it looks like McDougal, Bacon Seeker, and Remind Me Remy are looking for this tower.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
And it falls. I think that's a fairly good trade for the Windrake.
Yeah, really not too bad. I mean, taking out the standing turrets, pretty good. Oh, that is the Gnar being used up by ZN Delta, followed by GP Ultimate from Arun, trying to get back a little bit away. ZN Delta is getting kind of scary at this point.
Yeah, I think that he's gonna continue being scary until GP can finish that Triforce. He needs to finish his call. He needs to. Oh wait, he doesn't even need to finish the call. He's got like 300 gold until Triforce. Either way, he needs to build up that item lead right now, because otherwise he's just gonna keep getting killed by the Cleaver Gnar.
Yeah, I think part of that is part of the problem that came in there, right? Is the constant ganks from I Love Thighs really being able to cover that lane just because Arun was pushed up so much. He was kind of leaving himself up open, especially knowing that he wasn't really, there was a little to no chance that he was actually going to be able to see I Love Thighs coming until he was halfway through the wall, since he wasn't actually placing wards in that tri-brush.
Yeah, that's fair to say. But he's definitely, once he gets his items, he's going to start being a lot more of a potent force. And so they really need to respect that, and they really need to punish the GP right now before he has as many items as Gnar.
Yeah. I mean, because it is worth talking about, because of all the towers that have been taken from OSU, right now they do have themselves a nice 4,000 gold lead, or 3,000 gold lead. 3,000.
3.3, yeah.
Okay.
I
I mean, that's definitely nothing to sniff at. So, I mean, it's been pretty brutal. It's just the pace that they've been able to take down these towers. They've been able to keep such a good hold on that gold lead, and it's going to the right people too.
Yeah, that's got a lot of gold on the Anivia right now. That's what we want to end up seeing, because she has just so much potential to carry games, or at least stall them out. Should be coming in. Oh, he gets the steal.
Yeah, he was just waiting there for it. Dare to defy. Looks like he might be in a little bit of trouble here, though. ZN Delta throwing those boulders. Oh, and there's the
2v2
GP ult from Arun.
Oh!
The flash not quite fast enough to get a hold of Tadungi before he's able to rise ultimate out. try though.
Yeah. And it's not like the team didn't get use out of that. They managed to take the red, they managed to take the Rift Herald, and they're probably going to end up getting another tower off this.
Yeah, there was a lot of pressure that was being applied across the map, so I mean, Arun had every right to go ahead and try to flash for that, especially if he could actually take out Tadunki. That would have been pretty powerful. Don't have the mid lane priority that they're looking for. Arun does finally have his Triforce completed. Yeah, and we can see that actually doing a little bit of work now.
Just a little. He might get the kill here.
Yeah, the late flash from ZN Delta will end up sealing his fate as he goes down to the mighty Arun.
I think another thing is that he does have the red buff that he stole, and that gives him a lot of duel potential that Delta really didn't respect.
Yeah, not exactly. I mean, right there, Delta was actually sitting on. Looks like he's going for a
Play of the Rune King.
Yeah, so rather than building Tank Nard, he might be going on hit.
It's definitely a very duel heavy build. And
Right.
so that's not the issue. The issue is mostly that he took so much damage from red. You've got GP. GP is probably one of the best users of red buff in the top lane. And that's not something you want to fight with. Especially not until it ends.
Right. I mean, because he's already got a smaller red buff built into his kit with his passive, so I mean, getting into a fight with that is just doubling up on the punishment from that.
Then you have the slow as well, and that keeps you in the fight long enough for him to really start chunking you.
Applying that.
Yeah.
Yeah, real heavy. Meanwhile, it does look like UIC is looking for this top lane. There's the ultimate out of Remind Me Remy trying to thin out that top lane minion wave. UIC at bay, trying to keep them off of that turret. It'll survive with just a little bit of help.
Now they keep trying to defend the turret, but they really need to start rotating. The dragon's about to spawn in 20 seconds, and they need to be there to be like, all right, we're gonna take this, we're gonna continue furthering our lead. And since the tower is so close to going down, I think it'll go down anyways, and I don't think they should worry about it as much.
No, they really shouldn't, especially when, again, you do have Dragon coming 30 seconds. Tadunki hasn't really been able to show up that mid lane until just now. He's sort of been being forced back by Dare to Defy, who at this point can really match his wave clear. So,
yeah.
And then on the bot side, Arun has been so oppressive that ZN Delta hasn't really been able to do a whole lot in the way of shoving. Yeah, get back out of there.
Do you think he
I do
missed
think-
that, or do you think he was going for the minions?
I think he was going for the minions.
I
I don't
do
think
too.
he really wants to. Yeah, like at this point, it's a little more worthy to just spend those barrels on the minions than worry about ZN Delta. ZN Delta's gonna back off anyway. It's not like he really needs to be killing him right now, so I don't think he's really trying. And there is the Ocean Drake. Or another Cloud Drake going over to the side of OSU.
Ocean Drake.
Yeah, I know. They're both flow. Oh, there is
UIC coming in with the trade.
Oh, stopwatch to remind me. Remy will end up being for nothing though, whereas Osama picks up that kill. All right, and this is going to be the top lane turret as Bacon Seeker now tries to get back, but in the mid lane we do have a Rift Herald that has been launched from OSU, now working on its second turret. ZN Delta doing what he can to try to defend this.
Looks like it could be
able to.
inner tower as well.
Yeah, nothing there. There is the Glacial Prison. Yeah, there's the Glacial Prison. Will find a target onto ZN Delta, keeping OSU safe as they go for the bot lane turret. At this point, it feels like there's not a whole lot that UIC can do to try to keep OSU from taking these turrets like they want.
I think it's fair to say. The Anivia is coming in real strong right now. She has so much damage that they can't really contend with at this point.
Yeah, exactly. And the amount of zone control you get with that ultimate and the Q is really something to watch out for. Like, it's hard for UIC to even stand in the defensive position around these turrets because what's going to happen is Dare2Defy is just going to open up with that ultimate and keep them really far back. Because if they start stepping too far forward, McDougal's right there.
I think it's like what Faker said with Cassiopeia. He's like, I don't like playing Cassiopeia because if you get even the slightest lead, you just press W and at a tower and they can't do anything to stop it from falling. And I think the same thing applies to Anivia. You just got the R ticking on them.
Yeah. Oh, see it right there. We've got Remind Me Remy picking up a kill on the Teddy Eddie with massive help there from the from Dare2Defy.
Anivia comes with a little more burst than Cassiopeia though.
Yeah. Exactly. And I mean, even though it might not be the chase down potential, you definitely have the ability to lock somebody in place for the duration. So not something to be messing around with. If Dare2Defy gets anywhere near you and is able to pop that ultimate underneath you, you're not going anywhere.
That's one of the things I can't stand about playing against failure champions. You just know that their entire kit revolves around slows.
Exactly. I mean, like, I always think that it's a really good, like, specifically Lissandra. I wish Lissandra was in a little bit of a better place right now because I love Lissandra. Actually, I think right now she's not in a bad place, just not, she hasn't been buffed in a while, so.
I'd say she's pretty terrible. I think she's the only one that really, her and Gragas are the only two that really can't do much. The rest, especially Sedge and Anivia, who OSU have picked up, have this insane amount of crowd control, but they also have very high damage as well. Especially in class.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, because especially, and I think it really boils down to just the amount of, because if you look at the difference between those 4 champions that we just mentioned, look at zone control, right? And the amount of damage that's put into those AoE spells that they're able to cast, right? Like, when you've got somebody like a Lissandra, they're putting out a small amount of, or not really small, but, you know, a lesser amount of poke damage with every Q, where you compare that to an Anivia who can throw their ultimate underneath an entire team. Ooh, Teddy Eddie getting chunked out pretty heavily there. Will end up being picked up by Remind Me Remy with the ultimate. That is a lot of damage right now that Remind Me Remy has for himself.
This looks like it could.
Oh, Tadungi ends up getting that Rise ultimate stopped.
Anivia stun coming in clutch. That's gonna be Baron for OSU.
Yeah, and see, that's also part of the problem, I think, right now with Dare2Defy and Tadungi playing that Rise into it. Now, with the changes that they've made to Rise Ultimate, if you are immobilized in any way, you won't end up being taken out by the Rise Ultimate, so they do have to be careful. Ooh, looks like Aru McDougal now trying to find a target. Remind Me Remy able to pick up Where's Osama. Now it is I Love Thighs who's in trouble here on the backside.
Kills on both sides.
Yeah, that was brutal. What did you say about both sides?
I said kills coming in from both sides of the Baron.
Oh yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mean, see, they can OSU can take Baron right now with just Remind Me Remy, Arun, and McDougal. Especially with how tanky McDougal is right now, can sit underneath that Baron and not really have to worry about anything. So that frees up Dare2Defy and Bacon Seeker to wander around the edges and start picking up stragglers or anybody from UIC that might be sitting in there. So Tadungi is now in a little bit of trouble, turning into a lot of trouble there. Dare2Defy picking up the kill for OSU as McDougal leads the charge into the enemy base.
It's real just easy. It gets a Q. There's not really much I can do at that point. Sedge can come in, she can ult, Nivea can drop a wall. At this point, Ezreal's really just an initiator for these two. Look at this, he's going in right now.
Oh man, yeah, Osama going fairly low. Z and Delta having to flash away. There's the ultimate coming out of Bacon Seeker. I Love Thighs looking for blood. Will end up only finding his own.
the ultimate to save, whereas Osama there coming out of Teddy Eddie. Won't be enough, though. They'll still have to back off to their respective tower. There's the ultimate and a lot of damage coming out of here. Remind me, Remy picking up yet another kill as the minions do a ton of damage to those turrets. They are looking to end this game right here, right now.
And another kill coming through for Dare to Defy. We'll close out the game.